Hot Tees and the Center for T-Shirt Excellence, where we make your t-shirt dreams a reality. Normally, we would bring our custom apparel experience to you, but since we can't be on site today, we have created an online store that will be available for the next 5 days. Every shirt is made right here in our shop in Harrisburg, Oregon. Let me show you some of the options that we have. This tie-dye I'm wearing is one of my personal favorites, but wait, it's missing something. That's better. And if tie-dye isn't your style, we have a variety of other options. And we even have jackets and hats. Some say what we do is a little bit of magic, but to us, it is just part of a normal day. We hope you will shop with us online at hotteesapparel.com/MountHoodJazz.
What began in a small workshop in the Sellwood area of Portland over 75 years ago has now grown into the largest piano dealership in North America. For 4 generations, one Portland family has been honored to serve the piano needs of musicians, schools, institutions, artists, and music lovers throughout the Pacific Northwest and beyond. This is the evolving story of classic pianos, and the story of the Eunice family, a family steeped in the love of pianos. It all began when Maurice T. Schuster, a violinist with the Portland Symphony and piano technician, opened a small piano shop that specialized in tuning, servicing, and restoring vintage pianos. Within a short time, his reputation as a master piano technician was well established and the business grew steadily. The growth continued, culminating with bringing his grandson, Maurice Eunice, into the business in the 1970s, nurturing, coaching, and cultivating Maurice's love of pianos and piano restoration. After his grandfather's passing, Maurice continued in the piano business, eventually opening and growing a successful piano retail showroom in Portland, and then selling that business to a large national chain. In the early 90s, Maurice began serving as a piano and promotional consultant assisting piano dealers, and in early 2001 opened another small piano showroom in Portland with his son Brian under the name Classic Pianos. Soon Maurice was joined by his other sons, Aaron and Taylor. Since that short time, Classic Pianos has grown into the largest and most awarded piano dealership in the US, with 7 showrooms throughout North America, including Portland, Seattle, Denver, Albuquerque, Las Vegas, Boston, Anchorage, and now serving all of the Hawaiian Islands. Even though the company has grown nationally, at its heart, it is still a family-owned and operated business with the belief that music can change lives for the better. Maurice has often said, "We deal with dreamers, professional pianists, teachers, beginners of all ages who want choices." Each pianist longs to find the perfect piano that suits their particular taste and preference. Ask what he means by choices, and Maurice explains it this way. We continue to partner with the best manufacturers and never stop researching to ensure we offer value and quality. We carry pianos ranging from entry-level studio and professional uprights to heirloom models from Börsendorfer, Yamaha, Schimmel, and Estonia, as well as a comprehensive collection of nearly new, like new, and restored Steinways from every era.
To see how Classic Pianos can serve you and your piano needs, visit us at classicpianosportland.com.
Hey!
Hey!
Hi!
It's time to crack an egg.
Easy, any style egg works here.
Or smile.
Well done, this looks great.
Time to share a story.
I have a great way to start our discussion.
With old friends or new ones.
When you're a caregiver.
Time to breathe in.
Inhale up. Good job.
Then let it all out. It's never been easier to connect, learn, and have fun.
Cheers!
So let's do it together. Come find us at aarp.org/near-you.
Hello, my name is Roland Andrews, Vice President of AARP. And on behalf of AARP and our AARP Oregon team, welcome to the 2021 Mount Hood Jazz Festival. As you know, jazz is a uniquely American art form that is deeply rooted in the African American Black tradition, culture, and heritage. But more importantly than any of that, jazz is just food for the soul. It provides a measure of peace, it can provide a measure of comfort, and it can provide overall healing in a time like this when we need it most. So what I want you to do now is just sit back. I want you to relax and just take in those smooth, comfortable, cool, healing sounds of American jazz. So on behalf of the organizers of the Mount Hood Jazz Festival and your good friends and wise defenders at AARP, welcome to the 2021 Mount Hood Jazz Festival. Thank you and enjoy.
Hello, welcome back. My name's Dan Davey. I'm the Director of Jazz Studies here at Mount Hood Community College and the Festival Director for the Mount Hood Jazz Festival. Please make sure that you subscribe and like to all of our social media channels, and go ahead and click the notification bell on there so you get notified if we go live for the rest of the festival or post a video. Jazz represents the foundations of this country through improvising and navigating relationships. Grounded in Black and African American culture, this genre has gone on to celebrate and include people from all backgrounds, genders, races, and religions. Jazz is born out of the oppression and racist cruelty that no person deserves, and a level of discrimination that should never have existed. Although progress has been made in the recent past, the work must continue. Jazz is about overcoming injustice and rising above. It serves as the perfect vehicle for education and harmony on social justice issues. We take pride at the Mount Hood Jazz Festival in bringing music of these values to you through live performances, education, and our annual festival. We're hopeful that the response of so many Americans will lead to a change that values equity, inclusion, and love for all. At the Mount Hood Jazz Festival, we honor the indigenous people whose traditions and ancestral homelands that we hold this festival on. The Multnomah, the Cathlamet, the Clackamas, the Tumwater, the Watlala bands of the Chinook, the Tualatin, Kalapuya, and many other indigenous nations of the Columbia River. It's important to acknowledge these ancestors of this place and recognize that we are here because of the sacrifices forced upon them. In remembering these communities, we honor their legacy, their lives, and their descendants. We thank PSU's Native Nations in collaboration with local tribe elders for the crafting of this statement. This festival is brought to you free this weekend, thanks to our supporters and our sponsors. I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, AARP Oregon, as well as Clackamas County Bank, City of Gresham, Classic Pianos, Gresham Sanitary, the Gresham Center for the Arts Foundation, Austin Custom Brass, and Spinella's Restaurant. You can visit mhcc.edu/jazzfestival for more information on all those organizations, as well as information on the remainder of our events for this weekend, the schedule, artist bios, merchandise that you can purchase as well. Right now, I have a really exciting group to present to you that's going to perform for you live on our stage here. This is the Charlie Porter Quartet, led by Charlie Porter. Charlie is, and all of these guys are some of the top musicians that Portland has to offer here. Charlie's a member of the faculty here at Mount Hood Community College. He's played with Chuck Israel, he's played with Paquito de Rivera, Jimmy Green, Aaron Deal, and many more. He has a new album, Hindsight, that was recently released. And today he's going to be joined by George Colligan on piano, John Lakey on bass, and Alan Jones on drums. Please give it up for the Charlie Porter Quartet.
right. Thank you. That was a tune entitled Rondo for Sticky. For those of you that might not know, this gentleman behind me, he has a nickname, Sticky. John Sticky Lakey on the bass. Yes, sir. We have Alan Jones on the drums. And that tune was entitled Rondo for Sticky. It's written in a rondo form, and it was written for that guy. So that's your tune, man. We're gonna bring an incredible musician onto the stage. We wanted to make a big entrance for him because he's that special. Mr. George Colligan on the piano. And by the way, that song was on my first album as a leader, self-titled album, Charlie Porter. This next song is actually from my second album as a leader, entitled Immigration Nation, and it's Contradictions Within. Thank you, all 5 of you out there. It's really nice to have you guys, actually, even though this is the live stream, and all of you out there that are tuning in. I just want to thank Mount Hood Community College for putting this on, and of course all the sponsors. And it's really it's great to be here and to be playing for all of you, and especially you live people here in the room. Yeah, thanks for sitting there. Both of those tunes ended with a fade out. But this next tune will not end with a fade out, and it is entitled Walking the Plank, and it's actually off of my newest album, which is out now, and it's entitled Hindsight. And we're going to play another tune from that album later in the set, but hope you enjoy this one, Walking the Plank. Thank you. That was Walking the Plank. And believe it or not, it's a song about phytoplankton. They are the true lungs of our world, and they are what allow us to breathe. And we're destroying oceans at an alarming rate, and which is destroying our oxygen supply. So the new album that I did, Hindsight, actually deals with a lot of issues, pandemic-related issues, social justice-related issues, and of course environmental-related issues, which I feel passionate about. And so instead of naming the song, you know, like some cool jazz name, I decided to name it something that would point at an issue that was relevant to me and to all of us. This next song is actually from a future album, which this exact band is going to be recording in the near future. In fact, we did a little kind of pre-release show a little while ago, just a sneak peek. I guess you could call this sneak peek number 2. And we're just going to do a couple songs, actually one song from that, 2 songs. And this first one is entitled Eden. And if you don't know about this next album that I'm going to do, it's entitled Cypher, and it has actually has clues embedded in each one of the tunes in the actual written sheet music that lead to a $10,000 prize. So, and I know people usually have to hear that about 5 times to really register that. It's really like a treasure hunt. So don't worry, you're going to hear more about it in the future. But for now, here's Eden. George Colligan at the beginning of this. And no, you can't figure out the prize just by listening to one of the songs. I've had some people that say, oh, I figured it out. You're going to have to study those. How much time we got, Moses? 10 minutes. All right, what can we do here? We're going to follow up with another song from the Immigration Nation album entitled A Deepening Sense. And this one is, it's really about a deepening sense of feeling of belonging once you immigrate to a new place, that feeling when you feel accepted. And I hope everybody that immigrates here eventually does feel that feeling, and I have to wonder if they ever do. So this is A Deepening Sense. Strict cutoff time? Okay. We got one last song we're going to play. Let's just play Hindsight, and then we'll. The Hindsight. Should we do Hindsight or do the cipher tune? Hindsight. All right. We're going to finish up with a slow one, and this is a title track from my last album. It's entitled Hindsight. But before we do that, I want to introduce the band one more time to you guys. George Colligan, the George Colligan on the piano over there. The Alan Jones on the drums over here. Holding it down on the bass and the low end, Sticky, John Lakey. Yes. I feel so naked without my mask on, really. It's like I feel like somebody's gonna say something any second. But so anyway, it's nice to not have the mask on around people, but also like frightening. Anyway, thank you all out there for watching and for supporting the music by listening. And if you get a chance to check out any of these albums, they are for sale and they're on Spotify and all those other places. I am Charlie, and I have been Charlie, and I will continue to be Charlie Porter. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys the next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Charlie Porter, George Colligan, John Lakey, Alan Jones. That was fantastic. You can check out more about Charlie Porter and his recent albums through his website, which the link to that is in the chat. When the pandemic hit a year ago, it closed down our festival just weeks in advance, and it did the same for festivals around the world, as well as venues and clubs. Musicians lost a significant portion, if not all, of their income in the blink of an eye. And likely, musicians will be some of the last to regain steady income and work in these difficult times. This year's festival is happening because of the sponsors I mentioned earlier and supporters who value the arts and want to ensure that our musicians weather the pandemic. We're grateful for their contributions because it's allowed us to bring all of these events to you for free this weekend. If you'd like to make a donation to the festival so we might continue to be able to provide work for musicians and education and inspiration for you, the link is below and also in the chat. If you'd like a free way to help the festival, you can take that donation link and you can share it with your network of people as well. Thank you so much for joining us for this show. We have a whole bunch more in store for you later today as well as tomorrow. So make sure you go to mhcc.edu/jazzfestival and check out the schedule and all the information there. Thanks so much. We'll see you again soon.